there, welcome to today's video on ServiceNow's IT Asset Management Vancouver release. My name is Jake Levin and I'm a digital solution consultant specializing in IT asset management. And today we're going to walk through the exciting updates for our EAM, or Enterprise Asset Management's Stockroom UX update and location hierarchy. This presentation may contain forward-looking statements that reflect the current beliefs of ServiceNow and are based on current information available. These forward-looking statements should not be relied upon in making purchasing decisions. The first feature I'm going to highlight is our Stockroom Form UI update. We've added this to provide enterprise asset managers with a user-friendly interface and experience to improve the inventory logistics chain. First, enterprise asset managers and administrators are now given greater visibility into all inventory and distribution-related activities at that stockroom level. Second, end users have real-time stock level updates and can utilize one-click reordering to ensure right-sized inventory. And third, users now have a timeline to stay on top of all of the assets and tasks that are related to a specific warehouse. Join me now as I head into my ServiceNow Vancouver instance. All right, so where we've landed is the Enterprise Asset Workspace, specifically the Inventory module. Right now, I'm impersonating the role of Casey Martin, who is an Enterprise Asset Manager. Ultimately, in order to get a pulse check on her stock levels, she can review her Inventory Overview module, which provides her with those real-time stock level metrics, so she knows whether she has too much inventory or if she's in need of more. It's from here that Casey can also initiate that one-click reorder as well. She uses this view to gauge where all of her enterprise assets are sitting and can now gain greater visibility into what assets are residing within each stockroom. She has a listing of all of the stockrooms that her organization has and is able to dive deeper. Casey begins to review her stockroom located in New York, as highlighted by the map on the right. Her organization has the Google Maps integration enabled, and if Casey had stockrooms throughout New York and New Jersey, the map would capture and identify those as well. At the top of Casey's workspace is her related lists. It's composed of her task timeline, which we'll go over in a bit, any hardware, enterprise assets, or consumables that are residing within this stockroom. She knows what she has, where it is, and where it needs to be if it ever needs to be transferred. It's from these related lists that Casey can also track her loaner pools, service locations, and distribution channels as well. She has some quick widgets here that spell out very quickly to her any RMA order lines, disposal orders, resale orders, any open transfer orders, as well as enterprise loaner orders, allowing her to keep a pulse on what all is happening within this particular stockroom. This is the task timeline. If you're familiar with calendars on the platform, this view may look familiar to you. This shows Casey on a day-by-day basis all of the activities that are scheduled to occur within this stockroom. Each activity is broken down by what type of activity it is, whether it's a shipment, transfer, order, loaners, RMAs. Anything that has been created and aligned to the stockroom or warehouse will populate here. It's viewable by week, day, month, so that way Casey can get a clear timeline of what she should expect on the horizon for this stockroom. We've added some additional fields to this stockroom form, inclusive of hours of operation, which uses the standard schedule feature. So now Casey can apply some scheduling logic to her stockroom and define, based on scheduling templates, what the hours of operation are for this stockroom. Casey now has the option to include or exclude this particular stockroom from being connected to a distribution channel, and also to be or not to be connected as part of a service location. So we just witnessed in our instance that we can get as granular as the stockroom level, but we're not limited to just that. Another enhancement with our Vancouver release is location hierarchy. This spells out within a specific location where this asset resides. In this example, we have campus as the parent node, building as the children nodes, and contained in those are floors and areas. Within this hierarchy, we are provided with a full picture of where an asset is. When users submit requests for assets, we can now track that specific deployment location. When asset managers make sourcing decisions, they can now source from the hierarchy level that they choose to. When performing asset audits at a location, you can make sure to include all of the descending locations within that hierarchy structure. And lastly, when reviewing loaner, parts requests, and refresh workflows, you can now leverage an asset's location hierarchy too. All right, we're back in our Vancouver instance, and what I've opened now is an enterprise asset record. We have fields that are configurable and can be modified to hidden or read-only for data integrity purposes, much like any other form on the platform. As an asset manager, Casey is able to update the location field, but a Stockroom employee, for example, could not. When launching into location, it's here that Casey, as an asset manager, can spell out that specific location for this asset. In my instance, it's configured geographically. Casey can launch into either headquarters at the top or which geographic global region, and she knows that this asset is located in the Lexington, New York location, as she's looking at this asset right now. She now saves her changes, and the record has been successfully updated. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you have any questions about the Vancouver release or about enterprise asset management, please don't hesitate to reach out to your account team. Again, my name is Jake Levin, and thanks again, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.